Tikuan sa Majak on-site Pok Socheata of the ICS International School, within the one of all the Hope of Cambodia. Pok Socheata, Hope of Cambodia. 1975, urban dwellers were migrated into the province, to which they were told they can return home after 3 days. 3 days, they were told. But ladies and gentlemen, that 3 days turned out to be 3 years, 8 months, and 20 days. The radios were stifled. The newspapers were disappearing. Our country has fallen into the deadly hands of the Khmer Rouge. A painful period of time where those who dared to express their opinions were killed and disliked, where infrastructures got demolished, where culture got neglected, where hope sounded more like a foreign word to the ears and the hearts. Our educational system was barely existing. Where my dad lived in, there was a class open to all age groups, but basically what happens is that once you finish a class, you repeat everything again. So it's just a repetition of things. So technically speaking, there really is no educational system. Healthcare was deteriorating. In the Khmer Rouge, you work so hard every day, but you only get to eat so little. And folks, we are only human. There needs to be a balance. If that balance is not there, we are going to get sick. And if we get sick in the Khmer Rouge, I'm sorry to say, but there's a really high chance of you losing your life. And that is exactly what happened to a lot of people back then, including my very own uncle and aunt, who I never had the privilege to meet. We had a better past, it's true, but folks, nothing is permanent. The sun has already set, but it's going to rise again the next day. And that is exactly why we should always have hope. But what is hope, you may ask? Well, Desmond Tutu, a South African social activist, defined hope as the ability to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. 40 years ago, our country was killing filth. But look at us now. Look at us. I mean, yeah, I know we're not as developed as America, Australia, Singapore, but my dear Cambodians, we've made progress. We are moving forward. Our educational system is getting on its feet and is moving forward at a pretty fast speed, I would say. So we are making progress. Healthcare, arts, music, you name it, folks, we've made progress. Okay, so up till this point, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned the word hope, and that we should have hope, not lesser than 2 times. But then you might still have another question, and that is, but what exactly is the hope of Cambodia? Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me closely. The hope of Cambodia is us. Us, the next generation. We are the hope of Cambodia. We should have hope in this country, and we are the hope of our country. The future surely is unpredictable, but it is not impossible to dream. And honestly speaking, I have so much hope in our generation. I watch my fellow Cambodians getting accepted, with scholarships even, into Holland University, McGill University. I watch my fellow female Cambodians getting very involved and are very interested in subjects that was once referred to as a male thing, and I couldn't be happier for them. Okay, so now that we've made it clear that we are the hope of Cambodia, let us take a closer look into how us, the hope of Cambodia, can make our country a better one. Firstly, I'd like to talk about a trend that I've noticed that's been happening in our country that makes me both happy and concerned. I've noticed that fresh high school graduates are starting to leave the country. They go abroad and they pursue their bachelor's degree. And it makes me happy because it brings about a lot of advantages. One of the many advantages is that once we go abroad, we're able to obtain new skills. And you know, folks, when we obtain new skills, that means we can use it back home to foster our own economy as well as social development. And if you were to go to the supermarket right now, pick up a product, flip it over, turn it to the side, there's a really, really high chance that you're going to find out that that product has been manufactured abroad and has been imported into our country. But folks, how about we learn how to make that product and make it here, make it locally? If that's the case, you will be able to sell it at a much lower price. If it's been sold at a much lower price, that means that more people will have access to it. And also, who here can just sit down and make a lot of products to support the whole nation? Not that many people. If you want to start a company, if you want to make a product, product, you have to start a company. You have to start a factory. And when you start up companies and factories, you are offering jobs to the nations. You are decreasing the unemployment rate of the nation. And that is very important. That is very positive to the growth of your nation's economy. But then you might say, hey, isn't that the perfect plan? So why is this girl still unhappy? Why is this girl still sad? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am not just sad, I am scared. I am scared that in the very near future, we are going to face what's called the brain drain. And just like how what the word suggests, brain drainage is the drain of the brain. Well, not physical brain flowing, but what I mean by brain is knowledge, human resource. I am scared that those who leave abroad don't come back to help our own country, don't come back to foster the economy. If that's the case, then folks, we are losing human resource. And how are we going to develop a country without human resource? And I'm sorry if I'm going to offend anybody in the audience, but if you left your own country and you're not planning on coming back, you have lost hope in your own country. And if you've lost hope in your own country, who is going to be there to help in your country? Who is going to be there to develop your country? Not many people. Secondly, I would like to encourage us at home in Cambodia to start sharing, to start giving to the voluntary work. Folks, don't be afraid to share. You have no idea how much impact you can make on somebody's life just by helping them out. Please be kind to one another. Mark Twain is absolutely right. Kindness is the only language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. There's actually a really famous saying in Khmer that goes by the word, the ones that know a lot should teach the ones that know little, and the ones that know little should go on and teach the ones that know nothing, which I absolutely agree. So folks, I ask you, please stand by me. Please don't slack off. For we are the hope of the world. For we are the hope of our country. Thank you so much.